Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're doing a tier list, but not in the way you think. Listen, I've already done the tier list of what SML characters I think are the best, so this time, I'm doing something different. I'm gonna do a tier list on what characters I feel like have fallen off the most and the least. I'm not talking about these characters here because these are characters that either are not big enough characters to talk about in the first place, or they just have not made an appearance in a while and I just don't want to talk about them. So, let's just get right into this, I guess, yeah. Okay, so we got Marvin here. Now, Marvin arguably fell off first before any of these other characters because as soon as Jeffy came along, right, we never got to, like, see much of Mario and Rosalina's relationship anymore, and everything was about Jeffy. Everything was about taking care of Jeffy and seeing what he was doing, and, you know, they never got any time to focus, and they even say that themselves when Jeffy's not around. They say, Mario, Jeffy's not around, let's freak around or something. Like, they said that because Jeffy was taking up all the screen time, bro. So, Marvin, let me see here. So, I got the categories here. They're a completely different person. They've changed a lot. They've barely changed at all. That's not what that says, but shut the fuck up. And, they are the same. I feel like Marvin hasn't changed as a character, but in terms of his arc and him not having an arc anymore, that's what's changed. You know what I mean? So, I think, it's a hard one. I think I'll put it in between these two. Eeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its dick. I think I'm going to have to put it here just because of how much of an impact Jeffy had on the show, on SML. So, it's a shame. I would love to see more Marvin. We need to see more Marvin one-on-one with Rose. So, 2-on-2. No, shit, I'm retarded. Shut the fuck up. I want to see more of Rose and Marvin is what I'm trying to say, because Jeffy's arc is done, right? He's had no character development for the last however fucking long, right? Give Marvin and Rose some screen time. But Logan won't because, one, he doesn't want to experiment and try anything new because he's scared he won't get those views, and two, yeah, he just doesn't care about SML anymore. Anyways, well. Realistically, I should have saved this guy for last, because this guy, listen, we don't know where he's going. He completely changed. I mean, literally everything has changed about Brooklyn Guy. One day I need to do like an analysis of how different they truly are, right? I'll say it again. Brooklyn Guy was the character, one of the only SML characters that we could all relate to because he was the only one that had a brain. It was like, Brooklyn Guy used to be the character that felt like as if, like, one of us was just, like, living in the SML universe, and we were, like, normal human beings. That's why Brooklyn Guy was so good, because he was so relatable! But now he's just, like, falling in the trap of the SML universe, and now he's just as crazy as everyone else, so... Brooklyn Guy, man, why? Yep, Brooklyn Guy is cooked, guys, and I think it's over, okay? Not to mention the filler and everything. Yeah, Brooklyn Guy has arguably changed the most. I don't think anyone has changed more than Brooklyn Guy, so he definitely deserves to be number one. Oh yeah, and I've done it in reverse. Technically, the top is the worst. Anyways, yeah. Okay, Junior! Oh, my boy Junior. Now, if you haven't watched my recent video on Junior, I guess I am doing this tier list because if you watch my videos consistently, you already know most of my thoughts, but this video is for people that, like, maybe have not watched all of my videos for some reason. If so, what are you guys doing? Watch my fucking videos! But anyways, yeah, Junior has changed a lot. If this was even, like, a week or two ago, I would have put Junior in, like, they've not changed at all, but Junior has changed so much. I arguably want to put Junior in the highest tier because there is such a difference between what Junior used to be and what he is now. I mean, I've already talked about it in my video. Junior used to be so energetic, so full of life, so happy, and now he's just like, it's like he's actually grown up and just become like a grumpy teenager. And like, sure, that's realistic, but that's not what I want for SML. Do I still want Junior to act like a big 5-year-old baby like he used to? No, but I at least want him to feel energetic. Like, I at least want him to be that, like, always be that happy-go character that's always bringing the energy to the videos. So, yeah, Junior might be number 2, guys. We might just be starting off with the worst ones. Bully. Now, I put Bully on here because, obviously, Bully's an OG. Not really an OG, but, you know, he's been around for... To be fair, I don't even think he's been around for 10 years. I think this guy's first video was early 2016, probably before Jeffy came around. But yeah, Bully has fallen off, bro. Like, Bully's kind of nice now. It's kind of like, Bully hasn't had enough appearances for me to put him here, or maybe even here. I might still put him here, to be fair. Only changed a bit, not changed too much. But, like, back in the day, Bully actually seemed like a threat. Like, I don't know, I think it was just his aura, like his energy he gave off, even when he was getting beat up by Jeffy. He still was cocky and confident, and now I just feel like he's either just a loser, or he's just too nice. Like, remember that one time when he was, like, trying to help Cody out from choking? Why the fuck does he care about Cody choking? You know what I mean? Like, get this guy out of here, bro. Like, another character Logan has just made completely boring. Yeah, just shut up. I don't even have anything else to say about you. That's how insignificant you are as a character. Alright, Lil T. Lil T. Now, technically, I shouldn't really put Lil T on here, because we've not had any appearances from him. Have we? Except from Jeffy the Rapper 4. Jeffy the Rapper 4, the Cool Cody remake, the Snack Dealer, the one where he gave Chef PeePee a girlfriend. He's not really had many appearances. Playtime. I mean, there's probably only been about 10 appearances of this character, which really sucks. And, like, automatically, I mean, I'm gonna have to put him here. Or do we think he's still the same? I think from the times we have seen Little T, he has fallen into that kind of like that black stereotype of, you know, Chef PeePee, Tyrone, where he just acts really cool, which is fine. I don't mind that because he is a rapper, so I do expect him to act like that, and he is obviously black, but I still want him to keep that, like, OG side of him where he is still, like, a goofy idiot, but a mix of both, you know what I mean? A troublemaker, a goofy guy, a black guy, you know, a mix of it all. So I think overall, I have to leave Toad here because we just have not seen enough of him. I think I'm going to leave him here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, next, Goodman. Oh my gosh, bro. Now, Goodman, let me tell you, bro. Now, Goodman is the reason why I believe Logan can do anything. Goodman was the worst character of all time. He was the most boring character when he was Blue Suit. And then as soon as he became rich, he was the funniest guy ever. Sure, he's mean, but that's the point of his character. He's hilarious. His one-liners, his frets, his energy, the aura he brings. He just has so much aura, guys. So much aura. So, God, but now, it's like, sure, Goodman's still the same, but he's getting, it's starting to get a little bit old now. You know, the same thing of like, don't get me wrong, it was nice to see him want Marvin's house payment in the 6-7 video, because that, you know, but if he's doing that all the time, it just gets boring. Like, Goodman needs some new material, he needs a new role in the SML universe. I don't know what that could be. Maybe I need to make a video, give it some Goodman video ideas, but yeah, Goodman just needs something new. So I feel like he hasn't changed, like, he's changed as in, nah, he's still the same. He's still the same, but that's the problem. Nothing's really new about Goodman. Nothing really stands out to me about Goodman. And it's the same thing with these guys, Judith, Tyrone, Cody's parents, right? They're still, if anything, they're not really that funny anymore, because like I've said, with Cody's parents, you expect them to say the most crazy things of all time, so when it's 2020, 2025, and they're still saying these crazy things, it's like, yep, I saw that coming. And that's the problem, right? When SML used to be so good back in the day, it sets the bars so high for how good the modern videos can be, and, you know, the characters that are still kind of good, like Judith and Tyrone, they just, like, you expect it, you see it coming, so I think they're honestly gonna have to go in the same tier. They've not. They are still the same, and that's the problem. I'm trying to think. I feel like Judith is more like angry nowadays. I feel like Judith can like crash out more at Cody. I don't know. Yeah, but I think I'm satisfied with that. Bowser, or Braxton, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Now, this is a character I am actually gonna put in changed, not too much, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in the third one, because even though Bowser is overall still the same, you know, he still loves Charlie and French, he's still in bed all the time, I can't put him too high, because we've not seen enough of Braxton, and if anything, we've seen more of Braxton now than we ever have before over the last 4 or 5 years. But the problem with Braxton is that he's just not a threat anymore. He's too soft now, you know, and he's been soft for years, even before the puppets, I would say. I mean, think of 2014, which is, in my opinion, the prime year of Bowser. I mean, think about how intimidating he was back then, with his belt beating on Junior. Like, he was a threat, bro, and Junior was afraid of him, and that made us kind of afraid of him, you know what I'm saying? So, I kind of just wish we got that back, where Bowser would feel evil again. He would feel like that mean guy. You know, that's why I'm saying, bro, I want it to be rivals and fuck Marvin again, bro. He needs to fuck Marvin. He needs to, like, they need to have a rivalry. It's like Logan's just, like, throwing away all the Mario characteristics of SML, right? I understand you have to change the plushes, but, bro, at least keep their personalities the same. At least, you know, keep the rivalries and the dynamics the same. Like, when was the last time we've seen Marvin and Braxton talk, bro? Honestly, it's probably been, like, 3 years. Like, what is going on, bro? Anyways, yeah, so Braxton, we need him back, we need him to be scary again, and we need him to have another rivalry with Mario. Now, we have Simmons. Fuck Simmons, I ain't talking about that bitch. Nah, Simmons is still the same. Simmons is just boring. I didn't even mean to have... I was about to put Simmons here. Okay, anyways. Chef PeePee, my boy. Now, actually, to be fair, Chef PeePee has changed a lot. I arguably want to say Chef PeePee has turned into a completely different person. But I'll leave him here. I think the second tier is what he deserves. Because, don't get me wrong, Chef PeePee has changed a lot. He's kind of like adapted that black stereotype, which I wouldn't be too much of a fan of, but he still makes me laugh. I mean, Friday the 10th, Chef PeePee the Father. I mean, these are videos where Chef PeePee had me dying, bro. Like, he was too funny. He was too good. I only see what you guys see when you complain that Chef PeePee's just a black stereotype, when he's genuinely not funny. Like, I feel like there was a long period, maybe like a month or two, where Chef PeePee was just not funny. He was just boring. And that's when I kind of, like, understood what you guys meant of, like, oh, he's just a black stereotype, he's kind of lame now. Yeah, Chef PeePee can be lame, but at the same time, he could be really funny. So I feel like, yeah, Chef PeePee's a hit or miss. He's just, yeah, hit or miss. Cody. Now, obviously, check out my Cody video. He's changed quite a lot, and changed for the worst. He's not changed, he's not necessarily, I mean, some people would say he's become dumber, but usually he is still always on the logical side of the argument. But that's his only purpose. Like, Cody's only purpose now is to disagree with Junior. He's just boring. He's just... Like Junior, he just doesn't bring the energy anymore, so I have to put Cody in. It's weird because Cody, he still feels like the same character, unlike Junior, but he has changed a lot in terms of just, like, the vibes he brings. Like, he's not funny anymore. Cody's not on my screen and I feel happy to see him, you know? And he's like the sponsor guy, right? When SML have a sponsor, he's the sponsor guy. Like, yeah. Ugh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave him here. Oh yeah, I should probably be doing it in order, shouldn't I? Okay, so in order, Chef PeePee's ahead of Marvin. Yeah, that's fine. And, probably this. Actually, no. I don't know. Those two are probably, like, tie. Okay, Jeffy. Oh my gosh, bro. This character. Listen, I need to watch a lot of the Jeffy videos again, but, bro, Jeffy is a good character. I may be a Junior Glazer to the max, but Jeffy is a good character. He's, like, you know, everyone hates the video of Jeffy's bad word, the one where he says the F-slur. I watched that back a few months ago. Oh my gosh, it is one of the funniest videos of all time. Jeffy is amazing, but not anymore. He's not been amazing for years now, because, I mean, for one, Jeffy's voice is literally just Lance's voice now. Like, he doesn't even try to do the goofy Jeffy voice anymore, but obviously now, he's just the red couch merchant. He honestly is obsessed with the red couch more than any of the other characters. You always see Marvin, like, moving from the red couch. Brooklyn Guy, obviously, you know, is doing whatever. But Jeffy is just always sitting on that red couch, and it's very rare he gets off. So honestly, I think they are a completely different person now. And it's facts. I mean, Jeffy's gone through phases of what he's been like. Like, in 2016, he was known as the R-word. And then in 2017, he just, like... He was just evil. Like, he was an evil character. He just, like, did not give a shit about anyone but himself. And, like, now, he's just boring, bro. So, I think he deserves third place at the highest tier. Yeah, I think that's fine. Patrick, I don't even know why I put Patrick on here, to be honest. He's not really had that many appearances in the modern day era. But, I feel like, overall, he's still the same. I feel like a lot of his charm is gone. I feel like when Patrick did something crazy back in the day, it was surprising. But just like Judith and Tyrone, it doesn't give the same energy anymore. He needs new material, I feel like. He needs to level up. He needs to do something insane. He needs to do something to end the world or something. I don't even freaking know. So, I don't think he's changed. I think he's still the same, pretty much. I think we're gonna leave him there. Oh yeah, we've got to put these guys in order. Okay. So, honestly, Goodman is probably last. Because he's changed the least, but he's just boring now. Patrick has changed more than Judith and Tyrone, I would want to say. Actually, no, never mind. I take that back. And Tyrone and Lil T, we've not had enough appearances for Lil T, so I'm going to put him there. Okay, anyways, Joseph, another character that... You know what? Joseph actually hasn't changed that much because... Like I said, if you watch my videos, you know this, but Joseph's character was never meant to be energetic. He wasn't necessarily meant to be that charismatic, funny character. The joy with Joseph's character came from how mysterious he was. When you did hear about Joseph's life, that's when you started to hear all the mom jokes, the dead mom, the Joseph's poor jokes. So Joseph hasn't changed that much in terms of his personality, I would want to say, but... like, we never hear anything about his life anymore, which I just don't know why. Like, Joseph needs to be rich. He needs to start a rich arc, bro. Like, he needs to be like Goodman. I feel like, honestly, that would save his character. But you know what? I am still gonna say that Joseph has changed a little bit, because in 2014, he was known as the cool kid. And then in 2020, 2015, and 2016, and maybe a couple more years after that, he was known as the nice, quiet kid. And now he's just, like, in an awkward position where he's just boring and he's kind of mean. He's kind of more mean, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird for Joseph, so I think I'm going to leave him there. I'm probably going to put him here. I think that makes sense. Alright, a few more characters to go. Rose. Okay, Rose. Now, Rose has obviously changed quite a lot, I want to say. I mean, yeah, oh yeah, she's definitely changed a lot. I mean, she's dumber than she used to be. She's more normal than she used to be in terms of, like, her just acting like a normal girl that likes materialistic things. It's just not what Rose is meant to be. So I feel like I almost would have put her in the highest one now that I think about it, because when you look at Rosalina and then you look at Rose, they're like two completely different characters. So honestly, I think I'm actually gonna do it. I think I'm actually gonna put her here. Like when I look at Marvin, I can still kind of see Mario. But Rose, I can't see Rosalina in her. Like, not one bit screams Rosalina. Not one bit. So, yeah, she's definitely in the highest tier. She's changed so much. And, like, she needs to kind of, like, find herself. She needs to have something about her that makes me interested in her again. Like Rosalina did with the whole space thing and the Luma and her loving stars. Anyways, Jackie Chu. Now, Jackie Chu has changed quite a lot, but not in the way you think. I feel like personality-wise, he's still like kinda the same. Obviously, his voice has gotten deeper over the years, which I'm not too much of a fan of. But the main way he's changed is in the fact that he doesn't do anything cool anymore. He's just a teacher and that's it. Which is why I really did that was honestly my favorite thing about the Squid Game series. That he was like he was a Squid Game guy. I like that a lot. So they actually gave him something different to do. But all he is now is a teacher. He's known as the teacher. He used to do karate. He used to cook. He used to dry clean. You know what I mean? He used to do all this cool stuff. And like when he wasn't doing that stuff, you would see him out and about on the street walking his dog or with his son. I've talked about all this before, but yeah, Jackie Chu has changed a lot in terms of what he does now. He's so boring. We never get any insight on his life anymore, which sucks so much. So I think because of that, it's only fair we put him here, I think, because his character is still pretty much the same. I mean, he doesn't make fun of the class as much for not knowing calculus or whatever it was, but yeah, in terms of what he does day to day, and the fact we just get no, like, proper focus on him anymore, yeah, he's cooked. Okay, freaking Karen, oh my gosh, bro, like, she, honestly, yeah, completely different person. She's changed so much, okay? People say to me, oh, but she used to be so annoying back in the day, and now she's normal. I don't care! Normal's not entertaining. Sure, she was annoying, but that was her charm. That was what made her funny back in the day. Her annoying Brooklyn guy and her getting shot in the Home Alone series, in the Home Alone 2. Like, you can't, oh my gosh, I just thought of the guy in Home Alone 1, the gay guy. That's funny. I gotta review that video someday. But Karen was, like, spice to the video, because she was arguably an antagonist in terms of the fact that she wasn't a villain, but she would always mess up everything for Brooklyn Guy when they were robbing something or just doing anything. She was always an antagonist of Brooklyn Guy's life, and that was what I liked about her, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, if she was a character we saw every video, then sure, she'd be very annoying. But seeing her once in a while, I loved it. I loved her character, and now she's just literally Rose 2.0. She's mature, she tells Brooklyn Guy off now. Bro, she's meant to be in love with Brooklyn Guy. She's not meant to tell him what to do. Like, Brooklyn Guy is the man of the house, man. Respect that shit. Yeah, she has changed too much, and I want her back to be her old self where she wasn't as much of a bitch. Okay, Charlie. Now, I put Charlie on here because I think I've said this before, Charlie is starting to get a bit dry, and you can tell that, like, Lavelle does not bring the same energy with the character anymore. I don't like to blame the cast for 99% of things, but when I feel like the energy is not there with the voices, or just with Lavelle's face when he's playing Charlie, I do have to point it out. Like, back in the day, Charlie just seemed more happy, and it's like, and I don't know, I always got the vibe that Lavelle wanted to be there, whereas now, like, I'm telling you, for the last, like, 5-6 years, like, it's been that long where I've looked at Charlie and I've been like, yeah, it's just, Lavelle just does not want to do this anymore, and that hurts. I mean, I get it, but it hurts. So, Charlie, honestly, do I put him here or here? I feel like overall, he's not changed that much, but yeah, I gotta put him at the top of this tier because I feel like when we see Charlie now, he's just on like sleeping pills or something. Anyways, Penelope. Right. Penelope. Now, I've already spoken about Penelope before. I feel like she hasn't changed too much. Even when she had a different voice actor, she's still always been the same. But the problem with Penelope is that, like a lot of these other characters here, she doesn't have her own material. Like, her material was not liking Junior, and then she started dating Junior, and she lost that charm about her because her and Junior weren't fighting anymore, and we didn't get those funny interactions between the two anymore, and it became, they had a boring dynamic, and then they broke up, and then they stopped having any dynamic now. It's just lame. It's just, I don't know. It was a good opportunity to make Logan not necessarily make the relationship between Junior and Penelope like it was before, where Junior would be arguing with Penelope, and Penelope would literally want nothing to do with Junior. I feel like now it should be more of like a flirty thing, where like they're both kind of flirting with each other, but they still don't really like each other. I feel like that would be cool. Anyways, yeah, so she is, I think, honestly, no, she's changed more than Goodman. She's changed more than Lil T. I'll probably put her at the top here because she's had way more screen time than any of these characters here. Yeah, I'd say that. Okay, and finally, Ken. Oh, let me think about this. Where does Ken go? Does he go here, here, here? You know what? I think I need to make a new tier for Ken, guys. I think I just need to quickly make a new tier for Ken. It doesn't really make sense that it's at the bottom. Technically it does, I don't fucking know, shut the fuck up. God, he's never changed. Ken has never changed. He's always stayed the same, and that's why we love Ken, guys. W Ken, and that is it, guys. That is my tier list of how much characters have changed. I know you guys really want me to do an SML tier list, but there's not really a point. You wouldn't get much value from it, especially if you watch my videos. You know my thoughts on all these characters already. But, guys, please, I want to do more tier lists. I really enjoy this, so please give me some more SML character tier lists that aren't just, like, rating the characters and how much I like them, right? Give me some, like, unique categories of what I could do with these characters, like this one. I think this was a cool idea. Thought of it myself, not to flex. But guys, please give me some more tier list ideas, not video ideas, because I don't remember. I don't remember most of the videos, guys. So just please stick to the characters. Give me some ideas for tier lists, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, check out the Discord. Even though I never update the link, and yeah, check out the membership. And that's it, guys. Bye, peace out. Woo!